Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the BFNL Netball Show for another week, previewing round 11 this week in the Ballarat Football Netball League's BGT A-grade netball competition. Shaun Kelly's my name. Joining me is the AFL Goldfields netball manager, Kim Bailey. Kim, welcome.
Thanks, Shawnee.
Good to have you back.
Good to be back.
We ruffled a few feathers last time we were on the footy show. You got a couple of phone calls and a couple of messages just saying what's going on here, but it's all good, all in fun.
Oh, of course, and it's my role to make comments and to analyse games and assess people's performance, and that's what I did. And
Whisper tells us we might have a new co-host in the works out of it as well.
Well, hopefully, sometimes people can put your money where your mouth is and have a go.
Well,
and I think she'll be very good talent if we get this particular person on.
Interesting. No, we might have to do a road trip and see if we can get that organised in the next week or so. Before we look at round 11 netball this week in the BFNL, though, let's have a look back at round 10, and we'll do this very, very quickly because we know that we don't want to keep you too long on the netball show. We have been told that we ran far, far too long last time, so that's both of us really. I can talk as well, so let's be honest about that. Let's have a look at round 10. Bacchus Marsh take on Melton. It was Melton 77 defeating Bacchus Marsh 27. Maddie Gray, 65 goal performance last week. Phenomenal. 65
from 69 shots, 95%.
Wow.
Awesome effort. Fantastic.
Great work by Maddie as well. Great work by Bacchus Marsh as well. Bernie Walsh, 19 goals, and Jamie 4, so it's 23 goals from the Walsh girls as well. So the mother-daughter combination going well.
I think that's every player's dream. Every mum's dream. If you've got daughters to play with your daughter. So there, she would have been stoked. She
would have been. Great work by Bacchus Marsh as well. Ballarat 59 defeating Melton South 40 last week to remain just outside the top 6. Kelly Moran, 40 goals for Ballarat. Michaela George once again best on court. The inspiring skipper of the Swans.
Yeah, I think they must have got the feed right. When I watched the game against Sunbury, that big feed to Kelly just wasn't hitting the mark, and that's all they need to do. Seal on that top of the ring and get that ball to her every time. They were pitching it too far out against Sunbury, but they had a great game by the looks of it, and nice 19-goal victory.
They'll take that indeed. Sebastopol taking on Redan. It was Redan 54 defeating Sebastopol 28. Redan in control for this one most of the game. Jetta Hurd just continues to impress with another 34 goals last week, and Emma Henry once again fantastic for Redan.
Yeah, nice combination there. Ruby also contributing for 20 goals, and that's what you want from a goal attack. Sebas again, just there's no firepower. 5 goals from Catherine, and Georgia had to shoot 19, so just the firepower's not there. Rhiannon Banner best on court that game for Redan, so well done. But
or Sebastopol anyway.
Sebas, sorry.
Yep.
Redan are flying again too.
Under the radar, aren't they?
Yeah, they are big time. So it'll be interesting to see how they go in the next few weeks.
Yeah, it will be indeed. It was Lake Wendouree jumping back onto the winners list last week, 55-25 against Darley. Emma Burton once again fantastic in the defensive end for Lake Wendouree. Mel Allen 24 goals and Sasha McDonald 21.
Good combination, those two together. Really, really powerful. They've got so many changes they could do that. They'd put Kat Biskin back into there.
Yep.
And also Laura McDonald can slip into goals when she plays. So lots of combinations, lots of versatility. So they're looking good too.
The main game from last week was the clash between North Ballarat City and East Point. At quarter time, East Point looked in control of this one, 16 goals to 8. But much like the week before against Lake Wendouree, North Ballarat City lifted a cog in the second quarter, went on a tear. At halftime, it was 25-19 in favour of North City, and they didn't look back from there. 52-38. East Point's first loss for the season. North City remaining undefeated. 40 goals to Jordan Bibby, but Gina McCartan once again fantastic in that goal attack position. I know watching her against Lake Wendouree, it was her real versatility and speed in that goal attack position that helped set Jordan up so much, and from all reports she did it again. Yeah,
Jordan's such a lovely holder, and they really complement each other, so Gina can just get that feed to her really easily. It was the second and the third quarter, a 17-3 goal second quarter from North, and then a 16-9, which just blew the game apart. So, and then the last quarter was quite even. So really, East Point, they've shown they've got the firepower to do it, but I really wonder if Lauren Dew, she's a great player, but she's very young and she's had lots of pressure on her.
Yep.
Some experienced defenders might have just got to her a little bit this week.
No surprise that Emma Church was named best on court for North City. I've got the feeling she had the job on Lauren. I heard the General was back for North City as well. Tanya McKenny standing Emma Farrell on the weekend and making sure that Emma didn't have life as easy as what she has in recent weeks.
And again, a little bit more versatility. They've got lots of tricks in their bag. So undefeated so far this season.
Going along okay, aren't they?
Oh yeah, anyone would love to be in that position. So yeah, interesting second half coming up.
Oh, I agree 100%. Couple of interesting games this week as well. Ballarat taking on Darley at Alfred Oval as we kick off our round 11 preview. And Ballarat, they go in this one in probably a reasonably unfamiliar position in that they'll go in as favourites and they'll go in expected to win this game.
Yeah, I think they will. As I said, I was quite impressed when I did see them. It's just they had to get their feed right. And I think they will. Hayley Fiddler is playing quite well. Congratulations to Hayley, Div 1 Sovereign's best and fairest winner.
Yep,
So,
fantastic effort by Hayley.
She's starting to feed the ball really well to Moran.
Yep, Kelly Moran.
Kelly, I forgot your first name there. And just Michaela George is in really great form. I don't think Darley will be able to stop them.
Hayley gets extra credit for calling you a bitch on stage on the Sovereigns Awards night as well.
She's most probably right, but that's okay.
Good on you, Hals. Well done.
And a teddy bear. She did call me a teddy bear.
She did indeed. She did. She had nice words for her coach, let's say that. Lake Wendouree taking on Melton South this week. Again, Lake Wendouree again, where they will start pretty strong favourites in this one. Just getting some momentum back after those couple of losses a couple of weeks ago. And whilst Melton South will give them a game, they were competitive last week in their game against Ballarat, and they've shown that they've been competitive all season long. Just feel that Lakers will be too tough.
Oh, yeah, I think so, unfortunately. But I'm really impressed with the Melton South scoreline last week. To only go down by 19 goals to a really good side, that's a good effort, I think. But I think they might just be a little bit outclassed this week.
Yeah, Lake Wendouree showing some fantastic form this season. Redan taking on Bacchus Marsh here at the City Oval, and with no disrespect at all to Bacchus Marsh, you'd think Redan would start very, very warm favourites in this one.
I think so, yeah. Redan are just... they're on song at the moment. I think it'll be an easy victory, but as we know, they're a real gutsy little team. Backers, they'll keep trying till the very end.
They will. I'll come out and have a look at them and just see how they go, because I reckon they're going to be full of spirit. I reckon they're going to play the game whistle to whistle as they have done every week. But Redan, in the end, that little bit of extra class to get them over the line. Probably the two interesting games of the weekend. Sebastopol taking on Sunbury at the Marty Bush Reserve. Now, this is very, very interesting. Sebastopol are now 2 games outside the top 6. They've fallen a little bit from where they want to be. They know that if they want to play finals this season, this is basically it, because if they lose this, they can fall 3 games behind 6th spot, and that's going to be a very, very tough road to climb back from. But Sunbury, grand finalists last year, very good team when they're on song. Travel okay. They seem to go okay down in Ballarat. And they'll make life difficult for Sebastopol, especially coming off a bye last week.
Yeah, I think Sunbury still have a couple of girls away in Samoa with aerials, doing some work over there. But Prue Stanley's back this week. Beck Locker, the game I sent to play, Beck Anstey, I should say, the game I played.
We know who you mean.
A couple of weeks ago, she was back into form. She was great. That drive down the court, and Chloe Curran will be back this week as well. I think it'll be a very comfortable victory to Sunbury.
Yeah, I think so as well. Look, obviously, as we keep saying about Sebastopol, these are the games they need to win if they want to convince us that they can take that step up from being a 7th, 8th place team into a finals contender. But until they get the victory, I can't pick them. And I say that every time.
You look at their scoreline from last week, you can't pick them. No. You know, not with a goal attack shooting 5 goals. You need more. You need more from those players, and at the moment, they're not getting it. So, but Sunbury, I think they're going to come home quite strongly now that Prue's back. Especially, she's the glue in that team. And I think that's...
She was the key to your premiership team, wasn't she?
Oh, yeah, and we based our game around her and Block running hard down that middle channel. But she was our sergeant in there. She was the leader down the middle of that court. So, yeah, she was imperative to our victories. So, yeah, and I'm sure Almo feels the same. She's just an absolute champion.
And the last game this weekend, Melton taking on North Ballarat City. Now, quickly have a look across the bottom of the screen here at the venue for this game. Blackwood Drive, Richards Road in Melton, not McPherson Park, with the game being moved up to a Saturday. Obviously, Melton Central's in the Riddle District Footy League playing at home this week, so the Melton North City netball games have had to be moved. And I tell you, it's going to be worth your while to find where Blackwood Reserve is in Richards Road as well, because you've probably got 2 of the informed shooters in the league going against each other tomorrow. Obviously, we know how good Jordan Pivy is for North Ballarat City, but Maddie Gray, her star continues to rise every week in the A-grade competition, and I reckon she'll enjoy this contest tomorrow. She'll enjoy the rise in standard. It's going to be tough. We saw what they did to probably the best shooting duo in the league last week in Emma Farrell and Lauren Dew, the North City defence, but it's only going to make Maddie a better player by going up against defences like this.
Oh, of course, you know. And you just look at last week, it's 95%. That's amazing. So,
yeah. And
Jordan down the other end shot in, I think, 91. So it's a big battle this week, the battle of the double shooters. Be really exciting. Mountain, I don't think they'll win, but I think they'll give them a really good run for their money.
Yep.
It's an open court at Blackwood Drive, so it's a different court if you've ever been there. So the girls both teams might struggle with that court a little bit. It runs a different direction as well.
Okay.
So it's an interesting court. So, but you know, everyone else has got the same court to play on. But I think North's just going to be too strong.
Yeah, North for mine as well in this one. That takes us through this week in the BGT A-grade netball competition. Kim, thanks for joining us on the Netball Show once again.
No worries.
Always a pleasure to have your wisdom on this show, just cutting against my buffoonery. So very good to have somebody that knows what they're talking about on the show. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching as well here on the BFNL Netball Show, round 11 style. We'll be back next week with more from the Ballarat Footy League's netball courts.